Namaskar, welcome to PKS classes. Today we are going to study about the resistance to antiviral drugs, the mechanism how resistance occurs in case of viral diseases. As you know, the virus can be two types, DNA virus and RNA virus, based on the nucleic acid present in a virus. And another type of RNA virus is retrovirus, where the virus has RNA which undergoes reverse transcription to DNA inside the host cell. For example, HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, is an example of retrovirus. So when we say resistance, mainly during the ART, antiretroviral therapy, resistance occurs. So before discussing the resistance and its mechanism, let us first see how the life cycle of virus occurs. So you can see here the structure of a virus, and on its envelope there are glycoproteins. These are the glycoproteins. This outer layer is the envelope, and inside there is a nucleocapsid. So it's like this. Inside there is a nucleocapsid, and inside which the DNA or RNA are there, and accordingly we have two types of virus, DNA virus and RNA virus. So first the virus attach itself to the host cell, because the virus does not have its own metabolic machinery, protein synthetic machinery. It needs the protein synthetic machinery of the host cell. So first it gets attached, then it penetrates into the host cell. On-coating occurs so that the nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA, is released, and from that, suppose it is a DNA virus, then DNA is released from that DNA, then by transcription messenger RNA, then protein synthesis occurs, and if it is RNA, then directly RNA to protein synthesis occurs. And if it is a retrovirus, first RNA, then by the reverse transcription, and the enzyme is reverse transcriptase, it is from DNA, and then from DNA to messenger RNA, and protein synthesis occurs. Then these proteins undergo processing to form the structural and functional proteins, and the enzyme required is protease. And finally there is packaging and assembly, and the virus, by bursting the host cell, the virions are released, the daughter virus are released. In case of HIV, the HIV, here it is the structure of the HIV, and you can see here on the envelope there is glycoproteins, glycoprotein 41, above it there is glycoprotein 120, and on the host cell there are two types of receptors. One is CD4 receptor, and the other is CXCR or CCR receptor, and these glycoproteins, they bind to these two receptors, CD4 receptor and CXCR or CCR chemokine receptor, that is, and causes the fusion, then enters into the host cell. Host cell here is the T lymphocyte. That's why HIV affects the human immune system and causes immunodeficiency by destroying the T lymphocytes. And then this releases the viral RNA, and that RNA is then converted to DNA by the reverse transcription, and the enzyme is reverse transcriptase enzyme. Then this viral DNA enters into the T lymphocyte nucleus, where by the action of integrase there will be integration of the viral DNA and the host cell DNA, and now this is, we call it as the provirus, and from this there will be transcription and mRNA synthesis. From that mRNA then there will be protein synthesis, and this protein is converted to structural and functional proteins by the enzyme protease, and finally assembly and the release of the HIV. So in addition to the other targets, here the separate targets are the reverse transcriptase, the integrase, the fusion, and protease. Protease in HIV is there, in hepatitis C virus also protease is there, and these are the genes ENV gene, which encodes virus surface glycoprotein and transmembrane protein that mediates cellular receptor binding and membrane fusion, and ENV gene. Then PRO gene encodes viral protease and facilitates maturation of viral particles. Then POL gene encodes reverse transcriptase, integrase, then RNA polymerase. So all these genes are encoded by POL gene. And there is GAG gene, which facilitates the virus particle assembly and generate the capsid protein. Capsid protein is generated by GAG. So these are the genes responsible. So the resistance can occur due to the mutation of these genes also. So mostly so you can just summarize the life cycle. Virus first attached to the host cell membrane, then there will be adsorption to the cell membrane, followed by fusion or penetration into the cell. Inside the cell, uncoating occurs, and the DNA virus releases DNA, and RNA virus releases RNA. And by the action of DNA polymerase, viral DNA will form more DNA. By the action of RNA polymerase, there will be formation of messenger RNA, and then that will bind to the host cell ribosome, and there will be synthesis of viral proteins, which are converted to the structural and functional proteins by the action of protease in hepatitis C virus. And then there will be encapsulation or encapsulation, that is assembly, and the daughter variants are released. So the mature virus are released from the host cell by bursting, and in case of H1N1 virus, the enzyme required is neuraminidase. In case of retrovirus, that is HIV, RNA is released, which by the action of reverse transcriptase is converted to viral DNA. Then it is by the action of integrase, this viral DNA inserted into the host cell DNA or host cell chromosome. So we call it as the provirus. Then that provirus undergoes transcription to form the RNA, and then by translation there will be viral proteins. And these viral proteins, by the action of protease, is converted to the structural and functional proteins, which undergo assembly, packaging, and finally the daughter virus are released. So accordingly, the targets can be the penetration, the attachment and penetration. Some are killed extracellularly before entering the host cell. Then penetration can be blocked, the uncoating can be blocked, the nucleic acid synthesis can be blocked, then the protease can be blocked, the action of neuraminidase can be blocked. So several targets can be there, and accordingly we have antiviral agents which based on the mechanism of action we can say that the viral function can be targeted by inhibiting nucleic acid polymerase, protease, integrase, neuraminidase, and the cellular function that virus needs also can be targeted. So now let us come to the resistance, and mostly resistance occurs to antiretroviral drugs because in that case we need multi-drug therapy, and that resistance to antiretroviral drugs or anti-HIV drugs can be of two types, primary and secondary. Primary is also known as transmitted resistance, where an individual is infected by an HIV strain which is already resistant to one or more antiretroviral drug. And secondary is acquired resistance, who in this case the person is HIV positive and taking some antiretroviral drug and then develops the resistance. So the causes of resistance to ART antiretroviral therapy are treatment with less than 3 ART. So minimum 3 antiretroviral drugs are required to be used in combination. Adding one drug to a failing regimen, if the person is taking a failing regimen and we are adding simply another drug, then that will also be resistant. Prolonging the use of a failing regimen once you know that the regimen is not working and again we are prolonging that, then that will also cause resistance. And inappropriate selection and use of drugs also causes resistance. And sometimes we stop the treatment abruptly, so interruption of treatment is also another cause of resistance. So the mechanism of resistance to antiretroviral drugs, the modulation of the drug target or drug binding site or the enzyme can be caused by the virus and the drug becomes unable to bind to its target. So that is one cause of resistance. Sometimes the drug, after binding to its target, there will be dissociation from the target by the virus, mostly by viral enzyme. So that also causes resistance. So dissociation of the drug from its binding site. In many cases there is high rates of replication, error-prone copying, produce multiple variants of virus, and in case of DNA virus we call this as the polymorphism. In case of RNA virus we call this as the quasi-species. So this is a major cause of resistance to antiviral drugs. Finally, in case of antiretroviral therapy, the point mutations is a cause of resistance. Already we have discussed 4 genes: GAG, PRO, POL and ENV gene. So GAG initially it was named because of group specific antigen. So this GAG gene generates the capsid protein, facilitate virus particle assembly. PRO gene encodes viral protease, facilitate maturation of viral particles. POL gene encodes reverse transcriptase, RNase, integrase and facilitate viral replication. And ENV gene encodes virus specific glycoprotein and transmembrane protein that mediate cellular receptor binding and membrane fusion. So the mutation or point mutations in these 4 genes cause resistance to ART, antiretroviral therapy. So this is all about the mechanism of resistance to antiviral drugs. Thank you.